memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Trojans will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can...
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out on the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. So LSU's offense will take the field for the first time. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. On that play, if the running back doesn't see the hole where it's supposed to be, how important is it for him to at least try to stay on track a little bit?
Really important. Try to stay on track, get north-south, and that's fine if we only lose a yard or if we gain 2 yards, but let's not run backwards where now we start putting ourselves in a negative situation on the next down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity.
And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking downfield, it's Warrior. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. from the left hash. He'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. The official says no good. Guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the Trojans will punt this one away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Looking to the big tight end. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Trojans in the hurry-up. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Still looking on the move. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take...
And the ball is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they? And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Southern Cal, a great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Now this offense is back on the field. Release to the back. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Coming after it. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
What a great job by this defense. You get the 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The play action fake. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions, setting up 3rd down.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead down a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Boise State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Boise. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown LSU! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick.
How early in the game, in the first quarter, and you want to run the onside kick. A lot of times, you know what that means? You saw something on tape that you could use against this club. Not only did they see it, they executed it perfectly, and they got the football.
It's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
They try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Spears. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. And they can't make the connection.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He's got it, and they convert. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Spears. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. Come on that play. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Horn.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get it on the ground. Just trucks through it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have his 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
And the offense continues to run the football. A 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Pocket starts to collapse. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down. On the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Finds his target down the middle.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And that one's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horn. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's going to take off. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond.
And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. This time he's got it. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It is perfect. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
The kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Magoo. He'll throw it. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Dances away from the heat. The throw. This time on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Dorsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got it in the middle. It's Hayden.
And quarterback dropping back, understand, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Gets it out quickly. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. They try to pop a run on the draw. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that one.
They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point reverses, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll try the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player, break on the football, and force the incompletion.
Grab behind the line. It's Horn.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete. A huge pickup. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Spears. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off play action. Swings it out to the flat. Powers through the defender. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Spears. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he had the answer to the test right there.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Forced out of the pocket. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Powers through. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
He's taking the shot. Pulls it in on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They ran it on first down, now on second. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play is coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
A first down for the offense. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Dropping back, it's Royer. He turns that loose down the right side. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to find his man on first down. And wings it incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
On second down, looking to throw. He makes a catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! And the extra point is good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Shakes off the tackler. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments and find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal coming up here. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the double.